Hi, I'm Joe Neguse, Executive Director of Colorado's Department of Regulatory Agencies, or DORA, where consumer protection is our mission. We're here today at Denver7 to talk about our Take 5 to Get Wise campaign. It only takes 5 minutes to verify a license, file a complaint, or call us if you have a consumer-related question. We encourage you to do the same. Don't forget to take 5 to get wise, and thanks for stopping by.
Hello and welcome to Take 5 at 5. I'm Gina Bellich, and today we're talking about financial literacy with the Department of Regulatory Agencies, also known as DORA. We have two of their commissioners with us today, Chris Mickelbust and Patty Salazar. Thanks for being with us. So when it comes to financial literacy, Chris, why are you guys so passionate about this?
Well, first, it's important to identify what financial literacy is. And to us, we've categorized it as the skill, the understanding, and the attitude needed to make good financial choices. And we're really passionate about it because as commissioners, we understand that to a consumer, that can mean the difference between making a good financial choice or getting into something that could really harm them.
Absolutely. And speaking of which, it could be something as simple as balancing your checkbook or even as big as signing a home loan. So Patty, what's the number one piece of advice you would give our viewers?
So making financial decisions can be overwhelming and confusing. So one thing that we encourage everyone to do is to not be afraid to ask questions. Ask as many questions that you feel is necessary to make an informed decision that you're comfortable with.
Now, April is Financial Literacy Month, a good time for that. Where can our viewers learn more about this?
So this year, DORA is very excited to participate in Money Smart Week, which will be from April 23rd through 30th. It began in 2002 by the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago, and since then, hundreds of government agencies, nonprofit organizations, and financial institutions have come together to host events throughout the country. So we encourage folks to visit moneysmartweek.org for more information on these events as well as resources, and we always encourage folks to visit the DORA website as well.
Let's go ahead and tell them what that website is. It's askdora.colorado.gov. You can go there, get some more information. Thanks for being with us, and remember to take 5 to get wise. Hello and welcome to Take 5 at 5. I'm Gina Bellich, and today we're talking about protecting your investments with the Department of Regulatory Agencies, also known as DORA. And with us we have Jerry Rome, who is the Securities Commissioner. So Jerry, when we talk about investments, what exactly does the Securities Commission do?
So our mission at the division is to protect investors, and we do that by investigating financial and investment fraud. And the best example I have is we investigate people like Bernie Madoff.
And unfortunately, many people have heard of that name. So why do you think so many investors fall for this fraudulent scheme?
So we see the con artists using the same tactics over and over again. They always promise high returns, and they'll say low risk or they'll guarantee the returns. They always have a sense of urgency. Invest today or the deal may not be here tomorrow. They also do develop social relationships and develop trust with investors. And if you trust someone, you're more apt to invest with them.
When it comes to investing, it can be daunting. A lot of people think they know what they're doing. So what would you advise people when they're starting to invest?
Well, it's easy. If you're not familiar with financial products, the best advice is to contact a financial professional. Their credentials are easy to check online or simply give us a call. Even if you think you're a sophisticated investor, a simple call to us to verify information can save you thousands of dollars. And the final message I have is to the con artists out there. Colorado is a tough place to cheat investors. If you do that, you will get caught, you will be prosecuted, and you will go to jail.
Nice word of warning. If you have more questions or want to get some more information, you can go to askdora.colorado.gov. And remember to take 5 to get wise. Hello and welcome to Take 5 at 5. I'm Gina Bellich, and today we're talking with the Department of Regulatory Agencies, also known as DORA, and we're talking with Commissioner Marguerite Salazar. You are actually the Commissioner of Insurance, and I'll be honest, I did not know that we had a division of insurance. What do you do?
Well, the Division of Insurance regulates all forms of insurance sold here in the state of Colorado. That could be health care, automobile, homeowners, you name it, any kind of insurance, we regulate it.
So why do we have a need for such a regulatory commission? I mean, I think when people think of insurance, they think, well, either I have it or I don't. Why do we need people like you?
Well, insurance is really complicated. And so there's a lot of rules that differ between the types of insurance. So we're here to make sure that consumers are going to get what they've paid for.
And that's actually very difficult sometimes because you think you have something a lot of times and then you don't. And when you need it, you really need it. But you guys, one phone call from you and it can make a difference.
That's true. What we'll start with is helping the consumer understand what does their policy say? What does it cover? And we make sure that they understand that. So many people don't take the time to review their policy in the first place, but we'll help them do that. And then if the insurance company is not doing what they've promised, we make sure they do.
Which is so nice to think that you have somebody who has your back, because a lot of times you have these policies and you just sign away and you think, oh, it'll be there when I need it. But when it isn't, then you're really hard up for some good advice.
That's true, and it's usually around a catastrophe or a major health issue, so it's very important for people to know that we are a resource and we can help them. We can give them information about how to get what they paid for.
Commissioner, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to have you here. If you have more questions, you can go to askdora.colorado.gov and remember to take 5 to get wise. Hello and welcome to Take 5 at 5 with Dora. I'm Gina Belich. Joining me today is the Executive Director of the Colorado Department of Regulatory Agencies, also known as DORA, Joe Neguse. Joe, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So first of all, let's just go over the main thing. What exactly is DORA?
So DORA is the chief regulatory body for licensed professionals in many industries in the state of Colorado. We regulate roughly 1 in 7 workers in a wide variety of businesses. So by way of example, your accountant, your real estate broker, your financial advisor, your insurance agent. These are all the types of professionals that consumers might come into contact with every day that we ultimately license and regulate. We also serve as advocates for consumers in the state. Our Civil Rights Division, which enforces Colorado's Anti-Discrimination Act, and our Office of Consumer Counsel, which advocates for ratepayers in utility proceedings.
Okay, so how does this exactly help the consumer then?
So at the end of the day, our mission is consumer protection, and the enforcement and investigative work that we do inures to the benefit of all Coloradans, whether it's the Civil Rights Division, ultimately vindicating the civil rights of individuals and protecting them from civil rights violations, or the Division of Insurance, saving consumers millions of dollars in insurance disputes. Again, all of this work is focused on protecting the public.
And the Take 5 to Get Wise Ask DORA campaign, this is really just about prevention, correct?
That's exactly right. So at the end of the day, we know, and empirical studies tell us, that a well-informed consumer is much better equipped to identify poor professional practices and not become a victim of fraud. So we encourage consumers to leverage and use the tools that we have on our website to learn more about the professionals and the businesses that they are interacting with on a daily basis.
Definite resources that a lot of people don't realize they have at their disposal that you offer for them, a wonderful wide range umbrella for people to contact. And to do that, you can actually go to your website, which is askdora.colorado.gov, and remember to take 5 to get wise. Ask Dora. Joe, thanks for being here. And remember, again, one more time, askdora.colorado.gov. Thanks for joining us.